Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Everyday English with Mr. Nuto. I am so happy you are here today. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever studied English for months, maybe even years? But when the time comes to speak with a real person, your mind goes completely blank? Maybe you know the grammar rules. Maybe you can write an essay. But when someone asks you something simple, like, "So, what do you do?" suddenly, nothing comes out. Your brain freezes, your heart beats faster. You want to speak, but the words stay inside. And instead of answering with confidence, you say only one or two words, or maybe you stay quiet. If this happens to you, please know you are not alone. Many English learners around the world face the same problem. It is one of the biggest challenges in real conversation. But here is the good news. This problem has solutions. And in today's episode, I want to guide you step by step through those solutions. We will talk about why this freezing happens, what is really going on inside your brain, and how you can unlock your voice. By the end of this episode, you will feel more confident. You will have practical tools to face those moments without fear. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin this journey together. Now, let's look more closely at this problem. Why do so many learners freeze when they need to speak? The first reason is overthinking. You want to say the perfect sentence. You worry about grammar. You try to choose the best words. And while your brain is busy checking every detail, time passes and silence grows. The second reason is fear of mistakes. You don't want to sound silly. You don't want others to judge you. This fear makes your body tense. Your heart races. And suddenly, speaking feels impossible. The third reason is lack of preparation. You studied many rules, many vocabulary lists, but you never practiced using them in real situations. It's like knowing all the notes of a song, but never actually singing it. And here is something important. This freezing is not a sign that you are bad at English. It is simply your brain trying to protect you. When the brain feels stress, it sometimes shuts down. It prefers silence instead of risk. But remember, silence does not help you grow. Only speaking can make you fluent. So, what do we need? We need strategies to relax the brain. We need tools that make speaking easier, faster, and more natural. One of the hardest moments in any conversation is the beginning. The first few seconds feel heavy. You think too much. You search for words. And in the end, nothing comes out. The solution is something I call automatic openers. So, what are they? Automatic openers are short, friendly sentences that you prepare and practice before the real conversation. They are like little keys that open the door to connection. For example, instead of standing in silence, you can say, "Hi, nice to meet you. How's your day going?" Or, "So, have you been here before?" Or even, "I really like your jacket. Where did you get it?" Simple, right? These are not complicated sentences. They are natural, flexible, and you can use them in many situations. And here's the magic. When you practice them in advance, they come out of your mouth automatically, without stress, without thinking. Think of it like music. When you already know the song, you don't need to read the notes. You just sing. So here is your exercise. Write down 5 automatic openers. Choose ones that feel comfortable for you. Practice them out loud every single day. Say them in front of the mirror. Say them while you take a shower. Soon, these sentences will live inside your mouth. And the next time you meet someone, you will not freeze. You will open the conversation with confidence. Automatic openers remove the hardest part, the beginning. And once the door is open, it becomes much easier to continue. Now, let's talk about the power of imagination. This technique is called visualization. It may sound simple, but it works like magic. Why does it work? Because your brain does not always know the difference between imagination and reality. When you imagine yourself speaking, your brain is already practicing. It feels like a rehearsal, but without pressure. Let me give you an example. Imagine that tomorrow you will go to a cafe. You want to order something in English. Before you go, sit quietly for 2 minutes. Close your eyes. See the cafe in your mind. Imagine the smell of coffee. Imagine the menu in your hands. Imagine the waiter looking at you. Now hear yourself speaking. Hi, could I have a coffee, please? By doing this, you are preparing your brain. When you arrive at the real cafe, it will not feel new. It will feel like something you already practiced. And this is not only for cafes. You can visualize a job interview. You can visualize a phone call. You can even visualize a friendly chat with someone new. The process is the same. Close your eyes, see the place, see the person, and then practice speaking in your mind. This exercise is especially powerful for learners who feel anxious, because instead of going into the situation blind, you go in prepared. Your brain has already seen the movie. And the best part is, it doesn't take long. Just a few minutes can completely change your confidence. In the next block, we will talk about a different kind of practice, a method that takes only a few minutes a day but can transform your fluency over time. Now, let's explore another technique. This one is simple, clear, and very effective. It is called time boxing. Many learners believe that to improve their English, they must practice for 1 full hour every single day. But here is the problem. When life gets busy, they cannot do 1 hour. And when they cannot do 1 hour, they do nothing. This creates a cycle of guilt and no progress. Time boxing changes everything. Here is how it works. Choose a very small amount of time. For example, just 2 minutes. Yes, only 2 minutes. Set a timer, and for those 2 minutes, speak out loud in English. Talk about anything. What you ate for breakfast, what you will do later, how the weather feels today. The topic does not matter. What matters is that you speak without stopping. When the timer ends, you stop. That's it. You are done for the day. Now, you may think 2 minutes is too small, but let's calculate. 2 minutes a day is 14 minutes a week. That is almost 1 full hour every month. And here is the secret. Small practice is easy to continue. When you succeed with 2 minutes, you will naturally do more. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe even more. But the secret is to start small, because small practice grows into big fluency. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for one free hour. Take 2 minutes today and give your mouth the habit of speaking. Now, let's look at one of the most powerful methods. It is called chunk training. Most learners study English word by word. They memorize long lists: apple, table, quickly, beautiful, idea. But when they try to speak, the words do not connect. It feels slow, difficult, unnatural. Chunks are different. A chunk is a group of words that usually travel together like a small family. For example, do you mind if I? At the end of the day. That reminds me of. I'm not sure, but I think. When you learn chunks, you don't need to build sentences word by word. You just take the whole chunk and drop it into the conversation. It's like Lego. Instead of creating new blocks every time, you already have strong pieces in your hand. This is why native speakers sound fluent. They are not thinking about every single word. They are using ready-made chunks. So, how do you practice? Choose one chunk. Repeat it out loud 10 times. Then, create 3 different sentences with it. For example, do you mind if I open the window? Do you mind if I borrow your pen? Do you mind if I call you later? After this, the chunk belongs to you. It is ready to come out of your mouth whenever you need it. And here is the amazing part. If you collect 50 or 100 common chunks, you will never feel empty again. You will always have something natural to say. With chunks, fluency becomes faster. Confidence grows, and freezing disappears. So, my friends, we have reached the end of today's episode. Let's take a moment to recap. We started by talking about the problem of freezing in English. That moment when your mind goes blank, your heart beats fast, and you feel unable to speak. Then, we discovered 4 powerful solutions. First, automatic openers. Short, friendly sentences that open the door to conversation. Second, visualization. Using your imagination to rehearse before the real moment. Third, time boxing. Speaking for just 2 minutes a day. Small practice that grows into big fluency. And finally, chunk training. Collecting ready-made groups of words, so you always have something natural to say. These techniques are simple, but if you practice them, they can completely transform your English. No more silence, no more fear, no more freezing. Instead, you will speak with confidence. You will connect with people, and step by step, you will unlock your fluent voice. Remember, fluency is not built in one day. It is built in small steps, practiced again and again. So be patient with yourself, celebrate every effort, and keep moving forward. If today's episode was helpful to you, please follow the channel, share this podcast with a friend, and leave a comment about which technique you will try first. Your practice today can inspire someone else tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Mr. Nuto, and this is Everyday English. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.